Hey everyone, it's Dr. Sunita Punjabi, your brain coach. A lot of people have been asking me, during COVID and all the things that have happened in our world, how do we optimize our brain? How do we get back into gear? Well, one of the things we're going to talk about is questioning beliefs, which is actually the foundation of neuroplasticity. What is neuroplasticity? Neuroplasticity is the science and the application of a theory that the brain is plastic, that it can grow itself. So it's called neuro, which is brain, and plasticity. But the evidence and the research shows that our brain continues to grow. We used to think that our brain was fixed, but it's not. Our brain can keep growing well into our 90s. So what can we do right now to help us? And I wanted to make sure to optimize our brain. One way you can optimize your brain is to look at things differently. And when you look at things differently and you question the assumptions of a belief that you have, you will actually begin to rewire your brain. Let's look at it a very simple way. Let's suppose I'm going to go from here to the gas station at the corner. I know there's a certain way to go. Neuroplasticity and optimizing my brain requires that I consider another way to go. Now, when I consider another way to get to the gas station, it actually fires up new neurons that may not have been connected before, and it forms a new neuronal connection, which raises IQ. It also increases your brain density. It increases recall. So, we're making it a very simple example, but when you can think of a new way to do something or to think about something in a way you've never thought about it before, you will actually increase your IQ and you will help optimize your brain. You'll actually grow your brain younger. Lots of research shows us that when a lot of people retire, and that sedentary lifestyle, not really having something to do, not pulled or not goal oriented, just kind of living their life, our brain actually starts to degenerate. So if you've ever heard the saying, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Well, the brain works like that, and that's how dementia works, and early brain atrophy. Your brain can actually shrink. So one way to revitalize your brain is to look at something a new way. Try a new way to go somewhere. Try a new game. Try a new hobby. Those are all great ways to revitalize your brain. Another great way, we mentioned it earlier, to revitalize your brain. Suspend thoughts that you have. Write them down and question them. When you begin to question the assumptions of thoughts that you're having or actions that you're taking, for example, I decided that all avocado was too much fat for me. I could not eat avocados because the calories were more than the benefit. I had decided, so I didn't eat avocados. When I really looked into it, I said, is it true? Do I know with total certainty that the benefits of avocado outweigh the fat that it gives me? When I really did the research, I found out I wasn't so sure. Maybe the benefits of avocado, the vitamin in it, the nutrition in an avocado actually outweighs the fact that it is made with oil, that it has fat. So then you hear about good fat with avocados. So by rethinking my thought and by suspending a belief, I've actually optimized my brain. And if you can imagine, my thought about avocados was actually a highway that my thoughts went. It's an electrical impulse. So your brain has all these beliefs and ideas, and they're electrical firing methods, they're patterns, they're highways in your brain. Well, the thought that an avocado isn't good fires a certain way. Now, when I rethink my belief about avocados, I actually build a new highway. Now, you got to continue practicing this to make it permanent. But if you can imagine, now we have not only a new way of looking at it, but because we've formed a new connection to my belief about avocados, other beliefs about other things can begin to attach to that. So, for example, it's silly, but I decide avocados are good for me. Hey, they could be good. What else green is good? And that forms another connection. And then you can keep going on from there. What else? Avocados taste kind of nutty. I wonder if avocados are like nuts. And it's true because even nuts are an oil base. But as I start to think about something differently, new pathways, new highways, new ways of thinking become available. And every new way of thinking is actually a new neuron. And guess what? You're growing your brain. So those are some simple ways to restore your brain and to grow brain activity and revive your brain. This is your brain coach signing out.